The Watchers. These are fallen. Lucifer, he fell from heaven, and he drew a third of the angels with him. Among the fallen angels are the Gregori, also called the Watchers. God created the Watchers to watch over Adam and Eve and their offspring. But the Watchers, they fell from heaven and aligned themselves with Satan.
Yahshua!
Who do men say that I am?
Some say John the Baptist, others say Elijah or Jeremiah or one of the prophets.
But whom do you say that I am?
You are the Mashiach, the Son of the living God.
And upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
In Enoch, chapter 6, verse 6, Enoch, he let us know that 200 fallen angels descended on the summit of Mount Hermon in the days of Jared. The summit of Mount Hermon has been called Wakter, which is a reference to the word watchers. In the days of Noah, the people were committing all manner of wickedness, evil, and corruption. But that is not all that was going on in the days of Noah. There was another event that was going on, and it did not involve the sins of men. This particular event, it was far more evil and far more wicked and thoroughly forbidden by the Most High. This event, it is concerning the sins of the fallen angels. In Enoch, chapter 69, verses 6 to 7, Enoch let us know that the fallen angel Gadriel, he was the one that was in the garden, and he was the one that seduced Eve to sin. This is Cesaria Philippi, the one of history, the one of scripture. This is it here. This is how it looks. This is its topology, and this is its location in Namibia, at the foothill of Mount Hermon, next to Windhoek. Caesarea Philippi, it was situated and structured in front of a cliff. And this line here, this is the cliff. We can see that this is a vertical line here. This is the cliff. And this cliff, it is said to be approximately 100 feet high. We can see a vertical line here, and this line here is the ground. It is level with the ground. This is horizontal. This vertical line is the cliff. As we zoom in closer, we can see the shadow of two pillars in front of this cliff. And this opening here, this is the gates of hell mentioned in scripture. This is it here. These are other structures, ancient structures in Caesarea Philippi. Many of these are imprints in the ground where these structures were removed and moved to the Middle East. They were stolen and placed in the Middle East to create a fraudulent and fake copy of Caesarea Philippi. Caesarea Philippi, the historical Caesarea Philippi, is located in Namibia. Yahshua and the disciples, they climbed Mount Hermon. They went to the highest peak. They went to the same location that the fallen angels gathered and made an oath. Satan and the fallen angels, they descended on the highest peak of Mount Hermon. Mount Hermon, it is covered up with the place name Eresberg Mountain. Eresberg Mountain is a mountain range, and the highest peak of Eresberg is where the fallen angels descended. This peak, it is covered up with a name that is a play on words. The highest peak on Eresberg Mountain, it has been called Wachter. Wachter, spelled W-A-C-H-T-E-R. And the spelling of the word Wachter, this word, this German word, it has the same letters as the word Watcher, spelled W-A-T-C-H-E-R, Watcher. Hence the Caucasian, he tries to hide the word Watcher in the German word Wachter. The German word Wachter, this refers to the Watchers, the Gregory, the fallen angels. This is the location where the fallen angels descended on Mount Hermon. Yahshua and the disciples, they went to Wachter. This is the location of the Transfiguration of Yahshua. Yahshua, he was transfigured before the disciples. His face did shine bright as the sun. But why did Yahshua select the location where the Watchers were? What statement was Yahshua making? Yahshua, he was showing the fallen angels that he is God and has all power, and he would judge them. Yahshua, he is also showing the fallen angels that he will destroy their interbreeding and bring it to an end. The transfiguration of Yahshua, this was for the fallen angels. It was God placing judgment on Satan and the fallen angels. On Mount Hermon, in the location called Wachter. Wachter is a German word. On Mount Hermon, in this location, an inscription was found, and this inscription, it is said to have been written by the fallen angels. In this location is a temple that is still visible today. There is a stone pillar within the temple complex. This stone pillar, it has an inscription on it that is supposedly written by the Watchers. The language is ancient Greek, and it says the following, according to the command of the great bull god Batios, those swearing an oath in this place, go forth. The inscription, Great Bull God, this refers to Satan. This is an inscription praising and honoring Satan. The temple complex on top of Mount Hermon is where Satan and the fallen angels, they came up with a plan to corrupt the genes of the black man and black woman by interbreeding. And they came up with a plan to produce offspring. Yahshua, he came to this exact location and showed Satan and the fallen angels that Satan, who is referred to as the great bull god Batios, Yahshua showed them all that Satan is not God. He showed Satan and the fallen angels that he is the true and living God. Yahshua, he showed his divine nature by transfiguring himself and shining bright as the sun. Yahshua, he was showing the fallen angels that he is God and that he has all power, and that he will judge them. The appearance of Moses and Elijah during the Transfiguration of Yahshua. It has been said to mean Moses appeared because he represents the law, and Elijah, he appeared because he represents the prophets. But this is incorrect, and it has nothing to do with the setting of Mount Hermon nor the Transfiguration. Yahshua, he brought two men back to life on earth on Mount Hermon, and the reason for the two men, which were Moses and Elijah, the reason is for a true testimony, as it is written in Deuteronomy chapter 19 verse 15. Deuteronomy chapter 19 verse 15, it reads, "One witness shall not rise up against a man for any iniquity, or for any sin, in any sin that he sinneth. At the mouth of two witnesses, or at the mouth of three witnesses, shall the matter be established." Deuteronomy says, "At the mouth of two witnesses shall the matter be established." Therefore Moses and Elijah, they appear primarily to be witnesses that Yahshua is God, not Satan. A voice from heaven came, and it said, "This is my beloved Son, hear him." The voice from heaven, this is the third witness, according to Deuteronomy chapter 19 verse 15, that Yahshua is God, not Satan. Thus, during the Transfiguration of Yahshua, there are three witnesses, where each witness testifies that Yahshua is God, not Satan.